Now, many people don't know, Kathy, what is personal board of directors? Now let's hear our coaches talking about your idea of personal board of directors. Fred, you want to start?
I defer to George, and I think George can get well prepared today. And I'll let him
you
to
don't have to
start.
defer to me anytime, my friend.
Go ahead.
I'll be happy to answer the question.
Now I interject. Yeah. Go ahead, George.
Okay. Well, to me, board of directors is pretty simple. I have them. In fact, Kathy is one of my board of directors. It's a group of experts with diverse experience. The more diverse it is, the better off you are, because your career is a very comprehensive set of challenges you have to face. So most small companies like what Fred talked about have a board of directors that centers around how they help them, advise them on what to do under certain situations. It could involve it from marketing, finance, legal, and so on. In a career setting, there's obviously the planning, the promotion, the even networking, and how do you go from one place to another? There are some folks who are good at career transition. You know, I went through 4 career changes, so I'm pretty good at that. So the idea is having a group of coaches in this context to help you with every phase of your career, sort of a comprehensive view. So that's where MyT Coach comes in, is we have a very diverse set of skill set, and also allow you to ask questions within the context of MyT to, I think, if I'm correct, Mark, I think we could answer almost any question you might have, and hopefully give you a good answer too. And I always tell people, look for one additional opinion. Not everybody is right except me most of the time. So the board of directors allow that. And the one perspective you should have is the board of directors actually works for you. If they don't work out, excuse them, get somebody else, or expand your board of directors. That's how I look at it. And in some context, company has to pay the board of directors. I serve on 3 boards right now. I don't get paid, but it's something I'm interested in helping, right? So it's a multi-directional thing for board of directors. Hopefully that answers the question for now. Kathy.
Yeah, that's good. Everybody have a different perspective. So Fred, you have something there?
Yeah, so I think George said it all, and then I just to follow up my previous comments. And the board director in general, it is really a group of professionals from different perspectives to help the company. And then for MyT's, and for MyT's and the board director is also from different perspectives, different different background, different professionals. We're here to help, and feel free to reach out. We can give you different perspectives and different from different angles to give you kind of a solutions, problem solving issues, and anything, like Mark as international executives, and that's Cassie also used to be in the very your lone warrior in the company as a woman, and then also Asian woman, so and Joe, you're been coaching for that. George, you're so I'm in biotech, pharmaceutical, and for long, and I'm still sitting on several boards right now, and 2 of them as a very large company. So we're not saying we're professional board members, but we do know how did we go through our career paths. We wanted to help you to avoid the mistakes and pitfalls, and to make you successful. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, everybody is familiar with every company has board of directors. We have been recruiting board of directors for many companies. So all looking for diverse background and drive to provide a different value for the company. So for individual, it's the same thing, right? You need to go give speeches. You need to go deliver presentations. You need to handle tough people. You need to negotiate, packages. So you have a board of directors with different expertise. So many students, including quite a few here, say, wow, with you guys' help, we have been really equipped with all weapons, right? So you have nothing to fear. You are so confident walk into any room. You are so confident to take whatever challenges coming your way. Okay, Joe, what's your?
Yeah, well, I will
Board of
piggyback
directors?
on Fred just a little bit, and George, but the sum of the parts is greater than the whole. So, I'm sure there's a way to say that in Mandarin that comes out quite elegantly, but to think that on a team, that is to say a board of directors, if you can leverage the knowledge and skills, diversity of skills, background, and expertise, that is to say success at doing what they do best, you can access that. But the key word here is accelerate. Accelerate. That's just to piggyback on Fred. I mean, we've got so many years of experience around the table here. We're going to tell you to go left, don't go right. Don't waste your time over here. But not only that, you're going to hear maybe a different story from Fred, from George or Joe or Mark. We all may have done, but you decide at the end, depending on your career path, what works best for you. But the other thing is I've been on 3 boards, and at each time, from my experience, was the thing that impressed me the most. And well, there are 2 things. One was I used to ask these guys. I lived in Menlo Park for many years, and I went to the long stories there, but I was involved in tech companies working in the way I do in my field. But I would get asked, would you mind joining the board? And I say, come on, you guys, why? What am I going to contribute? I'm an anthropologist. And they say, Joe, your perspective on what we're doing, we need it. Look around the table here. Everybody's finance, they're legal, whatever. We don't have anybody like you. Can you weigh in? I say, okay. So I got bounced around to all these different boards, volunteering, as George said. And then one thing I learned was, the big learning was that I was so impressed, because I'd never done this. I was so impressed by all these different people with different perspectives, and we could debate issues straight up. But the common goal was the good of the company. The common goal was making this work. So we had to come to agreement. We never left a room without agreement. So I guess the reason I'm bringing that up, and this is kind of to Marshall's point, is that if you want to impress a board, you're going to come in, and we used to have all kinds of presenters pitching. You want to come in knowing your stuff, be concise, and be personable, and get out. Because everybody around that table, is experienced. They know they will respect you then. What you're talking about with the board is here, a lot of very talented professional people who know their stuff, and they've blocked out all the unnecessary things. They get to the point for you. That's what we do. That's
Yeah, thank you.